Yeah, okay. So we're going to give it just a minute. I'm a few minutes early, and it's not live on YouTube yet. So we're giving it just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and continue working on my strap. Oh, there we go. Hi, guys. Good afternoon. I decided to go ahead and go live since I'm working on the Reina at 115%. So I only gave people like 15 minutes notice because I just came in here. I thought, let's just do some sewing. And here I am, and here you are. Hi. It's Angel, Staging Master. Is it my friend Angel? Did you change your name? Hi, Barb. Hi, Kathy. Hey, Lori. Hey, Patricia. Angel, is that my friend Angel from, everywhere? Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Simo. Hi, Cindy. This is going to be 115%. So, I'm making the Reina. I have it cut out. I used the templates from Emporium Threads at 115%. Hi, Tina. Oh, good. Angel, I like it. I like it. Hi, Linda. Hi, Irene. Hi, everybody. So I know I'm a few minutes early. I know I can't help myself. That's okay. I was just going to come in here. I've had the Reina cut out at 115% for, oh gosh. Did we do it live? I think we did. So it's been a few days. And it's just been sitting there staring at me, and I thought, let's just do it. Let's just do it live, and why not? Now, I am doing it in black leather. I am not going to quilt it. You're with Jan at the beach? Oh my gosh, she said Angel was with her, and I didn't know who Angel was. How fun is that? I love it. Oh dear, you two are probably getting into all kinds of trouble. I can just tell. Hi, Donna. Hi, Karen. Hi, Linda. Hi, Celia. You know, you guys, I have something funny to tell you. I don't know if she'll see this or not, but one of my suppliers from China watches my YouTube channel. Isn't that funny? She's never made a bag. I get a lot of bag hardware from her, but she's never made a bag, she says, but she does watch my channel. Isn't that funny? You're the only Angel. Oh, that's true. Angel, forgive me. Please forgive me. So right now, I'm just working on my straps. And I do have my, this is going to be very interesting because this is leather, and this strapping, this webbing is very thick. So I don't know how it's going to go. Hold your breath. There we go. I didn't test it. I probably should have, but I didn't do it. Fabricator's not having any issues getting through it, and that's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the tension more than anything, but we'll see. I'm going to turn and go backwards a little. Let's see. Just a few stitches. And then we'll come back down. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's perfect. No tension issues, even with that thickness. Yay. Yay. Okay, good. Good, good, good. But this is so thick. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to think of another option. Because look how thick it is. Can you see that? Let me pull you down here so you can see. Look how thick that is. Because I've got leather, which I did not skive. Look at that. You inspire so many people, she will end up a bag maker. Hello. I love it. Hi, Celia from Portugal. Hi, Mona. So, I mean, that looks okay, but it's pretty thick. So, I'll have to think of what other options. I'll put my my rivets in later. So, hi, Rhonda. All right, I'm trying to get this on here straight. That's correct, up and through. So this is from Indolove Recreations, and she's having a big warehouse sale because they're moving their warehouse, I guess. I don't know how far, but she didn't want to have to move it all, which I completely understand. But this webbing is gorgeous. However, it is very thick. So if you're going to get some because you love it so much, just like me, it's very thick. Yeah. It's very pretty, very thick. All right, let's do this other side. There's my friend Dawn. Use my cylinder arm. I'm not having any trouble with thickness. Fabricator doesn't have any trouble. My fabricator is a beast. It's not the thickness, really. It was, my tension was messed up on my fabricator a week or two ago. And the thread on the bobbin thread was just awful. But that issue has been resolved. So it's not really that. But I should. Garth, you're right. So just FYI, I did put, even though this is pretty sturdy leather, I did put a piece of Decaville underneath my swivel clasp. Just because. I want to show you guys something too. My friend Danny, and I get no feedback or kickback from this, but she has new magnets. Look how big they are. And it's got 2 magnets on the back. You guys, these are fantastic. Very sturdy, and they're wide. I love them. Your issue hasn't been resolved, Lori. I'm so sorry. You got time next week, maybe. All right, let's do this other one. Got stuff everywhere here, guys. Hold on. I should have gone the other way because I have a little more room, but that's all right. Let's go back just a stitch or 2 and then go forward. That really makes a difference when you're trying to avoid all your hardware. Oh dear. Because I hate getting too close to my hardware. Oh my gosh, that's just perfect. So those tension issues that I had a couple weeks ago have been totally resolved. Isn't that funny? Dear. Okay, there's my strap. And I will add some rivets, but since it involves quite a bit of pounding, I'll do it later. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Creative Scorpio. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to set my strap aside for just a moment. Let me have a tiny sip of coffee. It's cold coffee because it's been sitting here for a while. Okay. Next, I think I'm going to do my, I'm going to put my tag on. I'm using gold hardware, as you can see. And I'm using some of my new zipper pulls. These are so pretty, you guys. I have them in 4 finishes. They're on the website. But they're just gorgeous. And they're, the gold are covered by a piece of plastic. You know, which sometimes can be hard to get off for us, you know. There we go. There we go. Look at those. Aren't they gorgeous? They're just beautiful. Gunmetal, light gold, black matte, and antique brass. What was I doing? Oh, I was going to put my... Just bear with me, guys. And I do promise I have several brand new patterns that I'm going to be doing coming up. Actually, yeah, several. At least 3. So I know I've been doing this pattern a lot and other stuff, but it's coming. I'm going to do this off center, but I want to get it straight. Hi, Jeannie. That really didn't help me, did it? You guys, I have a Band-Aid on my finger. I was cutting out my strap ends with my die. And if you use dies, just be aware. Those dies are extremely sharp. It cut me, and I barely touched it. Yeah. Right on the tip of my finger. Not good, bub. Okay. Let's see if that's straight. By George. It is. Oh, I've got an ad. Let's cover that with a tiny piece of lace. Or whatever you have handy. You're doing oh, Tina, you're doing year-end book work while you're watching. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Yeah, I've got to do inventory, which is just a nightmare. I dread it. But that's what. All right, so that looks pretty straight. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Now, what shall we do next? I'm not going by the pattern. I have videos out there for the pattern, but just FYI, I think I'll do this part next, though. So I am using my black zipper tape with gold hardware. I mean gold, you heard me. Gold zipper teeth. And so I'm going to get the pattern out here just so I don't make a real big mistake. I've made so many of these, I shouldn't have an issue, you know? You know what? I'm going to switch to my narrow foot. Let's do it, because I think I'll regret it if I don't. So let me find my narrow foot. Here it is. And here it is. Let's use this fancy schmancy tool that I got somewhere. I think I got it at Home Depot. Yeah, I gotta get that off first. Getting this in here is like the blind leading the blind here. I can never see where it is. I got it. Okay. Let's put this on here. Changing zipper feet is not a fun, it's just not a fun process at all. Sometimes I was, you know, I know some of you older people will remember Bewitched. Sometimes I wish I had just a little, I could wiggle my nose and things would be done, you know? That would be nice. But no, not today. And this one takes a different screwdriver. And so if, what was her name on Bewitched? Samantha? Was that her name? I'm pretty sure I watched every episode out there when I was growing up. Was her first name Samantha? I think it was. Wiggle my nose. Just do it for me. Okay, there we go. That's going to be better. Here we go. Oh yeah, 100% better. Are any of you guys sewing today? If you are, what are you making? Something fun. Okay, now we're going to put our lining, which I'm using this really cute lining from, yes, it was Samantha. Oh, good. I did. I grew up with that show, and her husband's name was Daryl, wasn't it? Samantha and Daryl. I haven't seen that show in years, but I still remember it like it was yesterday. Okay, let's do the lining. That and Gilligan's Island. And, oh my gosh, so many of those shows that just, you know, classics. All right, I'm just putting these wrong sides together, and I'm going to top stitch. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. All right, let's do it. So let me look, see whatever. I Dream of Jeannie, exactly. I used to watch that one too. I'm sure I've watched all those episodes. All of them. You have to make things for a baby shower today. Oh, fun, Annie. Hi, Kathy. The Dick Van Dyke Show, yes. What was the other one with the Mary Tyler Moore Show? I just loved all those shows. I really did. They don't make shows like that anymore. I don't think. But I'm an old girl, so. All right, now we're putting on the top. And then I will add my zipper pull. Don't let me forget to add my zipper pull. I am going to do this in one stitch too. So I'm just going to add it. Look at me, I'm not even using tape. I know. What's wrong? I probably should. Okay. The Carol Burnett Show. Hi, Deb. I did watch the Munsters. Yes, I did. I loved all those shows. Yep. All right, here we go. I love this narrow foot. I can see, though, that might... I'm going to have to fix that here a second. My center part of my foot is askew just a hair. I'll have to fix that. There we go. Okay, let's fold that up, wrong sides together, and top stitch. Yeah, we must be around the same age. I'm 67. I don't mind telling my age. I'm an old girl, 67. Hopefully I have a lot of years left. We'll see. Whatever God chooses to give me, I'm okay with. All right, let's top stitch on this one. And we'll add our zipper pull. Hey, Lori, are you still here? We need to, you may not be. Lori. Hello, Lori. Let me add my zipper pull. Your daughter's friend says the Munsters instead of Munsters. You don't correct her. That's funny. That's not old. Yeah, it's not. And I will say most of the time I don't even feel that age. Lori, are you still here? Lori? All right, let's put this zipper pull on. You're cleaning. Oh, you're cleaning a saddle. Are you, oh, you're getting ready to go, aren't you? We need to schedule some time with Garth. Because for me, if I don't get it scheduled, I'm going to forget. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love it. I'm going to put you back up here. This camera is so close. Okay, now we're going to get one of our lining pieces. Next week, maybe we should do it. We could check with Jan and see what, if she cares when we use her Zoom, to do a Zoom. So other people can join. We can all just chat, ask questions. That'll be fun. Garth, do you have a day next week which is better for you? Since you're going to be the guest of honor. He may not be here still. Rhonda, I'm making the Reina by Lynn's Handmade, but I'm making it at 115%. I did get the templates from Emporium Threads. Game changer. So I just put one of the lining pieces right sides together with that zipper pocket that I just created. And we're going to just baste that together. All the way around. Yeah, I don't know how to do it any other way, Lori. If we do it on YouTube, I don't know how to do a three-way without paying for StreamYard. We could just post the invite out on the YouTube channels, though. Okay, so now we have a fully lined, and I consider this the back of the bag. I think she actually Lynn calls it the front of the bag. But you guys do you. I have a little excess over here. It is a perfect size, Annie. Emporium Threads. I think last time I talked about it, I said it was $29. I think just the curved pieces are $34.99, which is really a pretty good deal, honestly. You get all the curvy parts, just like us gals, all the curvy parts. You can use Zoom the same way as StreamYard. Oh. Really? Oh dear. Lori, you know, Dawn, Lori and I are very not techno savvy. That could be funny, actually. All right, I'm looking at the pattern so I don't forget anything. All right, so now on one of our lining pieces, we're going to do the slip pocket. That could be very funny. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, it could be only the paid version. I don't know. We'll figure it out. This is going to be interesting to see how my fabricator likes this unlined fabric, or uninterfaced. This is her, what's it called from Zipper Valley? Her Silky Flow, I think, Silk Flow. Very nice. So I'm just going across the top. This is the slip pocket. I don't use mesh. Oh. He doesn't mind it. Good. Hi, Sandra. And then I'm just using some of this croc in pink from Tulip Bee for my top of my slip pocket, my trim piece. I sometimes have a hard time talking and doing at the same time. Do you guys? Sometimes I do, and other times I'm like, oh, I'll just talk away. Oh, you have to have the paid version. Yeah, it's expensive, and it's not something that I want to do. So, I don't know. We're going to have to think about it. Okay. I'm just putting this on top for my trim on my slip pocket. And then we're going to base or top stitch them. Okay, let me make sure I caught the back. Yep, I did. Okay, let's put it on here. I don't know if we're going to get this done today, you guys. I just kind of went live at the spur of the moment. So, we'll see. We'll see how far we get. You're 66 and loving life. I love life too. I am beyond blessed in many, many ways. All right, let's put this on there. Thankful for every day. Okay, we have a little excess. I'm going to divide this one. It's a little big for just one open pocket. So I'm going to divide it and have maybe a little spot for a chapstick or lipstick, which I hardly wear lipstick anymore, but let's do it there. Hi, Nita. Yeah, so I just went over 3 inches from the edge. And let's do that. Okay. Perfect. Now, this is going to be the back piece. So, I have to think about this. Isn't that terrible? Yeah, we want these two right sides together. No. No. Why do I have... Oh, this is... I need to put this on this side. No, no. This is my back with the zipper, the back. And so I need to put my one with my pocket on it back here. Okay, I had to think that through, guys. And then I had to correct myself. Yep. Were there any tips when you increase, or do we increase and sew away? No, there's no other. You do the same seam allowances. Everything is the same as far as sewing it together. Yep. Okay, now I'm going to base that on. Let me make sure I don't have it upside down. Okay. It's still not a huge bag, honestly. I mean, even at 115%, it's a smallish. Smallish. How's that for a professional term? What is Lisa saying? Oh, you're making the Daryl by Pin It Up Patterns. Perfect. That's a great little pattern. I wonder when they're coming out with another pattern. I know, life has been crazy for my friend Brandy. All right, so there is the back. Now, let's take the front with, I have my tag, and we're going to add the other lining piece. And we're just going to baste that together. So, I don't know when she's coming out with a new pattern. It'll be interesting. I think life is good for her, though, which I am so thankful for. She went through a pretty rough patch. Okay, let's baste that on. Perfect. Oh my gosh, how cute. Oops, I missed it right there. Let me just go back over this top edge. Okay. And let's just even it up. Oh, Dawn says soon. They must have something in the works. Awesome. Good. I can't wait to see what they're coming up with. I've liked all their patterns, actually. All right. Perfect. You know what? I need to change my Band-Aid, and I will do it over here so you don't see. I really got it with that. Let me do it over so you don't see the blood. I don't want anybody getting sick on me. I use these waterproof Band-Aids, and they stick like crazy to a point where it's almost hard to get them off. But I don't want to get anything on my bag. Sorry guys, give me a second here. Goodness gracious. There we go. Okay, let me clean it up just a second. Okay. Sorry. I was cutting out the dies for the strap ends, and I just barely touched the die with my finger and it sliced it. Now, you know, I'm on a little bit of arthritis medicine, so my blood's a little bit thin. Not terribly, really. But I bled like crazy. Let me clean these off. Okay. All right, all better. Yeah. So, okay. Sorry about that. I didn't want you guys to have to see that. Hi, Sandra. I didn't see you. Hi. I need a nurse. And I am the worst nurse for myself. Yeah. But that's okay. All right. So we have our back piece and our front piece. Those two are done. Let's do our little wings. And I leave mine raw edge because I have no desire to fight leather and turn it. I just don't have any desire to do that. So we're just going to stitch all the way around. We're going to start on the straight edge because that'll be hidden. And back stitch. I mean, if it gives you any idea, you see all my little wounds from the puppies. You know, that's what arthritis medicine does. It makes you bruise easily. It's okay. It's worth it. And the puppies are worth it. They are. But they are rambunctious, man. Our little neighbor boy was out today, and I had him outside, and they went. I think Miles is, I don't know. I think he's 2. Maybe he's over 2. He's a big kid, but I think he's just a little over 2. They went nuts for that little boy. All right, now we're just going to trim this back. I'm going to get my sharp scissors. And I could hardly hold them back. They're getting so big because they were so excited to see him. And he loves those dogs. It's really kind of cute. He gets all excited. All right, perfect. All right, so there we have this one. Perfect. Let's do the other one. I rarely take the dogs out together because of that. They're getting so strong and they're not fully trained yet. So for me to be able to handle them both at the same time, not a good idea. And they actually are still small enough that they can go through the fence and kind of get stuck. You know? So, it's always something here at the Taylor household. Never a dull moment. All right. Those two are done, and boy, do they look nice. I'm using Kasaya's Tech 70 oh, Sandra, you're still on light duty, so you just yeah. Did you get moved? Because I saw your new sewing room set up. That's very exciting. Very exciting. Rosie is the one that had the little, you know, diarrhea. She acts absolutely fine, but she is still having a little diarrhea. So we actually changed to, we think it might be a chicken allergy. So we changed to salmon and rice dog food today. So we'll see how that works. She doesn't act sick at all, so she's healthy as a horse as far as that goes. Thank goodness for that. Whoops. You did move. Okay, good. Good. I'm happy for you. Are you happy about the move? That's probably the most important thing. Are you happy about the move? The room where your sewing center, your sewing machine is, looks very nice. All right, there's the two outside. Let's put some tape on these. Hi, Wendy. Yeah, fill us in, Sandra. Maybe you should go live and just give people an update. Even though you can't, you know, you're unrestricted because of your surgery, people would still love to see your face. However, I know moving and unpacking is a lot of work. Lots and lots of work. Pumpkin. We're not giving her a pumpkin anymore. Hi, Sabrina. You're happy your sewing room is in the dining room. Oh, okay. You don't, yeah, we hardly ever eat at the table either, except for major holidays. All right, let me make sure I'm doing this right, guys. All right, let's put our zipper tape on. Right side down on the exterior. Uh-oh, we have found that the dogs love ice. So we are giving them ice in their water ball and putting them outside. They love it. They have so much fun with that. It's hilarious. Little cubed ice. They go get it. They take it to another spot and they munch on it. When they're done with that, they go get another piece. It's the funniest thing. They're small, little cubes of ice. But it keeps them busy for a while, I will say. She loves ice, I know. What is it? Creative, Scorpio, your little girl. You can hear them, yeah. I think you took it off, but they watch TV too. Yep. It's hilarious. Can I tell which is barking? Yes. Rosie has a higher pitched bark than Ruby. Ruby's going to be a bigger dog. She's I call her my little heifer. She's going to be a much bigger dog. Well, I don't know about much bigger, but she's going to be bigger. And so she has a little deeper bark. It's kind of funny because our other two dogs were the same way. Kendall was a little bit bigger than Rosie, chunkier, you know, and her bark was deeper. They have a lot of similarities. It's just kind of weird, you guys, really. Okay, I'm doing my zipper panel now. And I did make this zipper panel a little bit wider because I increased the bottom by almost an inch, I think. When we get there, now that I say that, I don't think I did. I just went by the 115%. Yeah. Maybe I did. I can't remember. We'll look at it. I have a cutting out video for this particular 115%. I think. I've slept since then. Okay, let's top stitch and baste all the way. I'm doing the Raina. I got the template, Sabrina, from Emporium Threads, and I'm doing the Raina at 115%. Yeah, might be my new bag. We'll see. I know, shocking. I'm a little worried it's not quite big enough for what I carry every day, but we'll see. It might be. We shall see. So I'm just basting everything together right now. Okay. Perfect. All right, let's do the other side. Crystal, she loves eating snow. Oh. Yeah, there won't be any snow down here, but ice is about as good as it gets. Our other dogs, when we lived in Kansas City, they loved snow, too. I don't know what these girls would do if they saw snow. Oh, gosh. All right. Shanova. Let's see what I'm doing. Let me pay attention. Pay attention, Barb. Okay. Perfect. Let's do this side. There's some noise outside. I don't know what it is. It's kind of a humming. It's annoying. I wonder if someone's working on their driveway, you know. Our HOA comes around, and if you don't keep your driveway clean, they give you a little note. Say it's time to power wash your driveway. Do you guys have HOAs? I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, we do most of the stuff already. And there are people that don't, and so they get little nasty grams. And it does keep the neighborhood nice, but it's kind of a pain, honestly, I would say. People complain about it constantly. So sounds like somebody's power washing. They probably got a little nasty gram. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's actually kind of annoying. Of course, Aaron can hear everything through my window. Okay, I think I'm going to have to trim this down. Let's see. Yeah, I know, Crystal. I'm the same way. We have considered moving with a little more property, but you know, it is expensive as heck to move. So I don't know if we'll do it or not, but we've talked about it many times. Plus, this area is growing like crazy, and the traffic is just getting worse and worse. Of course, you know, we're retired, so we can kind of pick and choose when we go out, but still. All right, let's put our zipper pulls on, and then we'll decide if I need to trim it some more. And I am using 2 zipper pulls. I don't really mind the HOA. We have gotten a couple letters over 13 years, which is not bad. And actually, there was one letter. You guys, it takes a lot to make me mad, but they sent us a letter right after the hurricane last year. What's going on here? Because there were actually 2 weeds, 2, in our tree by the street. Nowhere else. Nowhere else. Because Tony spends a ton of time out there keeping things looking just beautiful. And we got an HOA letter for 2 weeds in the circle under the tree. I was like, I looked at Tony and I handed him the letter and I said, you have to be kidding me. You have to be kidding. So I wrote him a letter. Of course, we went out and picked the weeds, for heaven's sakes, which he would have done. He just hadn't gotten there. But I was like, you know what I think it was? I think they have to make sure that they're treating everybody equally. And so we hadn't gotten a letter in a long time. So I think they just found something. Oh no, Mary, you got a cold and your husband shared it with you. Wasn't that just very considerate of him? I know. I know the feeling. Okay. All right. Let's grab, you know what, before I forget, because I always forget this, and my friend Annie had to remind me last time. Let's put these wings on the back before I forget. Yeah. And just base those on. I almost forgot it last time I made one of these. Just making sure I got them on there pretty even. So anyway, I was like, you know, whatever makes you happy. I thought it was very petty. It was right after the big hurricane last year. You know, it was a few weeks after, and people were still cleaning up, which, you know, I get, but anyway, I will stop my whining. Okay. Now there's a little excess here of my wing. I'm just going to trim that off. All right. Perfect. Okay, now we've almost run out of pieces. So let's see. Oh, you know what? We need to trim this piece in length. Let me see. Let me get there because I'm going to have to do some calculations. I know that's very scary. And I don't have my calculator here. I'm going to have to go get my calculator. So I need to say it needs to be a certain length plus 115%. Let me go grab my calculator. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So it needs to be a certain length and width. So I have to calculate. Oh dear. Nope, that's not how you do it. Okay. It has to be let me get my pen. Where'd my pen go? Let's see. 10. It's not too much. Let me do this side. About a 1/4 inch. I'm shaving off about a 1/4 inch. So whatever the pattern tells you, when you're increasing it, you still want to cut that off. And I'm just going to restitch that. But you have to add the 15%. Otherwise, when you go to put it together, you'll be sorely disappointed. You're all done? All right, Tina. Oh, I know, Annie. Now, this width, let me just see the width. Oh, the width is fine. Perfect. The width is perfect. I'm going to leave it alone because I did increase it just a little. Okay. I'm happy with that. Now, that's the exterior. This is the lining. We're just going to do them at the same time. Okay. And the seam allowance is the same, which is what? Okay. Oh, good, Patricia. You're falling asleep because you have physical therapy. Oh, wait. Well, it's just because I have a soothing voice, right? Oh, dear. Do you see what's happening here? What happened? That got, let me see if it is okay. It started moving. No, it's okay. It was slippery. This foam is very slippery. Okay. I actually need to use better clips. Let me use some clips instead of hair clips. Because this lining is slippery. And my foam was a little slippery. Okay. What time is that? I told Tony I wouldn't be live for too long. So we may have to finish this another day. Now tomorrow at 11, guys, Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern, my friend Ellie and I are going to be live together, and we're going to be sewing up her new pattern. Oh gosh, here it is. It's out today, so I can show it to you. But this is her new little pattern, you guys. This is the cutest little thing. It's a scrap buster, and it's great for Christmas gift cards. It's just a little bitty pouch. Sawdust and stitches. And I just use scraps. I think it took me maybe 20 minutes. And I actually did wallet lining on the inside, so I didn't have to turn it or anything. Cute. Sawdust and Stitches. We're going to be live on her channel tomorrow at 11. Cute as a bug in a rug. All right, let's do this side. It's almost 3 o'clock, yeah. We'll have to finish it. Maybe we'll finish it tomorrow afternoon after Ellie and I get done. It's really hard for me to stop and not finish something. I'm very bad at that. All right, now I'm just going to finish this gusset and then we'll finish the bag tomorrow. And then next week, I'm going to do some new stuff. Yeah, let's just top stitch here. And then I'm just going to go all the way around, I guess. Might as well. I didn't clip it, but I'll hold it. I'm going to do, Can Do has a new sling out. I think it's been out for a few weeks. I'm going to do that. I can't remember the name of it. I'm going to do that. And then, Creations. My friend Tara has a new pattern. Just 2 new patterns I haven't done, so I'll probably do both those. So those 3 that are coming up. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. All right, so tomorrow we will finish. Let me clean up here a little bit. Tomorrow we will finish this, and really all we have to do is put it together. Do I have any more pieces anywhere? Nope. We'll put it together, we'll add our D-ring connectors, and we'll bind it. That's it. That's what we'll finish tomorrow. So these are the only pieces I have left. But first tomorrow is the live with Ellie. Very exciting. Her first pattern ever. Sawdust and Stitches. Jan, did you link her new pattern? It's for sale now. It is the cutest little thing. And she has templates for it. Let me show you. Let me just show you. Since it's already out. So here's the pattern. There's so many things you could do with it. That's the pattern, but her husband is doing a template for it. I mean, this makes it so easy. It's an easy pattern anyway. You don't have to have a template, but, you know, templates make everything easier. And then I used leather, double-sided leather for the handle. It's really cute. I just love it. Let me see. Where's my credit card here? Here. I mean, I would use this to put a gift card in. And then some candy or something for a gift for birthday, Christmas, any time of year. People would love this. Ellie did a fabulous job. So let's go support Ellie's new YouTube channel. She's had it for a while, but she's getting going again. She's doing 12 Days of Christmas. And her brand new pattern, you guys. Very cute. So tomorrow at 11, go get the pattern and sew it with us. Use some scraps. It's a scrap buster. It's perfect. All right, tomorrow we will finish this. I don't know what time. I got to check with Tony to see what our schedule is tomorrow afternoon. So 11 Eastern with Ellie on her channel. And then we'll see what happens after then. Yes, thank you, Kathy. Please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Really makes a big difference. See you tomorrow at 11 on Ellie's channel, Sawdust and Stitches. See you.